homemade antenna tip. I wanted to show you my beat up GoPro. This one's been with me since the beginning. You can see the LCD's cracked, but if you plug in the video output of this to your Fat Sharks, you can redo all the settings. So if your LCD cracks, it's not the end of the world, but that's not why we're here. I wanted to show you this antenna I built yesterday. It's a 1.2 inverted V, and it's a new one. And in order to get the straight cable to bend properly, what you do is you put on shrink wrap tubing, one size and the next size up, and hold it in place while you shrink that tubing, and it will lock the shape into the antenna with the tension that's applied with the heat. So then you put another piece on and reinforce it by shrinking and shrinking into that shape. Now I have a very flexible antenna on the top that can actually bend down all the way without getting damaged. When it crashes, there'd be less stress on this area here. And then there's a glue stick here to protect the elements where they connect. And I used a thicker 12-14 gauge element on this one rather than a thin welding wire element. So we're going to see if that improves the signal or not. This is only one of my diversity receiver antennas here, so I'm hoping that the interference won't be that great from that distance. It wasn't the other day. Now I've got my stripped transmitter here, which is sort of sloppy, but I really like to have access to it, and it's covered for water. I've also coated it so that it's waterproof all over the circuit board as well. I'm going to figure out a better way to mount it, but right for now, for testing, it works really well. And the antenna position's far clear of the props now, as you can see, because of that bend. And even without the bend, it wouldn't hit the antenna, but if it was on a 90, but just to be safe, I wanted to tuck it further in. Now, I've just got my camera mounted here on a piece of 1/4-inch foam, that closed cell foam, and that's giving me zero jello from that position. I can put the camera up here as well. Because the battery is on foam, you can slip a Velcro strap under there very easily and put the GoPro here as it was for the piggyback shot, which I'll be doing some more of once I get back to the field or to another location. And maybe the hexacopter will be doing some video as well. Because I was having a bit of shake last time in Little Jello, it was really difficult to fly. So I'm going to hopefully have a little bit easier time flying and do a little bit more proximity flying. And later on in the week I'll be working on a NASA camera rig, which is the actual official frame that was manufactured and is exact same spacing and size and strength, so there's no big difference there. That's your update for today, homemade antennas.